What's going on, YouTube family? It is Tess coming to you live right here, and I want to take you on a journey because I'm doing something I have never done today, and I had to make sure you all were on the trip with me. So I'm working to get into the local schools around my neighborhood so I can speak to these amazing kids and spread the message of positivity, self-love, and success over suicide. It's a mindset, all right? We're gonna go into that a little later. But one thing I want to do is make sure I get my EPK into these schools. So this is an electronic press kit. I'm going to share a picture on this video as well. And while I'm talking, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got a lot coming for you, okay? Subscribe and like, please. It's going to mean everything to me. So this is my electronic press kit. It's called an EPK as well. I'm gonna go to 5 schools today to drop this off. But before I go there, I'm at my local grocery store. I want to bring some treats. It's always good to bring something empty. You don't want to show up empty-handed, right? So I want to make sure I bring something sweet, something amazing that I can leave with these secretaries so they can remember me. You feel me? One quote that I saw was, first, make an impact locally, then you'll be able to make an impact globally. So check this out. We're gonna go into the grocery store. We're gonna get it. Let's go, y'all. So yes, as I mentioned, this is my EPK. I just wanted to give you a closer look at what this actually looked like. We got my logo here, and we have a quick overview of who I am. I grew up in Decatur, Georgia, Jamaican family, talked about how I was bullied, and now how I am the owner of the lifestyle brand Success Over Suicide, and I'm stepping into my purpose as a motivational speaker. To the right, you see I have my speaking topic, social emotional learning. That's something that's really big in public schools, mental and physical health, the magical advantage of that, suicide prevention, that is very important to me, holds near and dear to my heart. I'm going to talk more about that in videos to come, why suicide prevention is a big thing for me. LGBTQ acceptance, that's amazing because I am engaged to a woman, and I believe it is very important to honor everybody. Just because you're different, it's all about respect. I don't have to understand you, you don't have to understand me, but let's just allow each other to live without the hatred. The superpower will overcome adversity. That's something that I've learned over the years. Self-love, self-advocacy, self-awareness, and empathy for self. That's a big one, y'all. Empathy for self and others. That's something that I've learned for myself over the years. I've had a lot of empathy for other people, but whenever I was going through something, I did not know how to have empathy for myself. And that's very important. And at the bottom, you see my website and you see my email, as well with my Instagram. So we better get back into the video. All right, so I'm in Kroger now. Gotta have a mask on, you know. Let's see what we can find. Ooh. Check this out right here. Check these out. Something that's assorted. Even a mini cake. Oh, these are so cute. Look at them. We may have a winner, my friends. Let's see. I'm gonna look around a little bit more and keep y'all posted. Let's go. These are an example of some things I'm looking at. Make sure the secretary's like, come on and speak. And voila, I found some amazing, look at these blood orange handcrafted cupcakes. Oh, we in the building. I even got a different flavor. What is this one? Clementine. And I got one more different. Ooh, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with the lemon. So we got 5 schools. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just gotta go. Let's get it. All right, so we just arrived at my first school. It's a middle school in my local area. And I'm gonna decide which one we're gonna take in one of these amazing cupcakes. And I'm gonna bring an EPK. And my mom said, make sure I'm smiling, even though I'm gonna have a mask on. She said they can see it in your eyes. So I'm gonna make sure I walk in there. We'll see how I go. Let's get it. Cupcakes and EPK in hand. Let's get it. After 2 hours of driving around, I'm hungry, but let me tell you something. I'm even starving to speak to these schools. So I'm gonna do another update video, let you know how everything went. I'm leaving my last school now. Ready to make some impact, beautiful people. Let's get it. All right, so I made it home after going to about 7 schools, y'all, 7 whole schools. It was rough. I was starving when I got home. But like I said in my previous video, I'm starving to get into these schools. I'm starving to make this impact. All right. So I want to give you an overview of how everything went. So the first school I went to, since COVID is a thing, right? They're not even letting us in the doors. Some schools. So they literally come outside like, what you need? So I spoke to the counselor at this first school and I gave her the cupcakes and she was like, oh, you doing it right. I'm gonna email you, okay? So that was good. That was good feedback. Then while I was driving, I saw a recreational center and I was like, should I do it? Okay. So I went to the recreational center and I went in. They were like, huh? Motivational what? And then finally I was like, oh no, we ain't got that, but we need that. I gave him my information. That's one thing I did not do at the first school that I realized is it's good to get, even though you go out and you're trying to promote yourself. So this is for anybody who got music. If you got anything that you're selling, apparel, make sure you get like a follow-up email because people will take your card. But if you don't have anything to reach out to them, then it's sort of kind of like, so that's what I did not do at the first place. Once I gave her the cupcakes, I didn't even ask for her email, my friends. I know, I did it. So once I got to this recreational center, I said, hold on, give me your email if I can. He was like, oh yeah, here's my email. So I got his email. That was good. Then the third school I went to, only about 6 minutes down the road, all their doors was locked. I could not figure it out at all. Then finally I used my 2 eyes and I read. Thank God for my first grade teacher teaching me how to read. And I saw front office and I was like, oh. So I had to literally walk a country mile to the front office. And she came out again like, this lady, what you need? What's going on? And she finally took my EPK, which is my electronic press kit. And I was asking her, is there a counselor I can speak to? Is there anybody I can get? And they're like, no, you got to give it to me. Please, please, please. We can't let anybody in the school. So I did get her email address. I ain't going to blur it out. But yeah, I got her to write the counselor's contact email on this for me, which was great. The fourth school I went to, couldn't even get in, my friends. Couldn't even get in. But let me tell you something about perseverance, right? Sometimes success isn't necessarily about achieving that one goal. It's about making sure you push past that disappointment, okay? Push past that resistance. That's success, regardless of what the result is. Sometimes you just continue on your journey regardless of the results. Like I had on my mindset, I bought 5 cupcakes. I gotta get these cupcakes to these schools. So I went to every door in that school, couldn't get in. A little bit discouraged, I was for sure. I was very discouraged. But I said, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna go. We're gonna keep going. So then I went to my alma mater, my high school. I pulled up in the thing. I was like, ooh, wee. I remember being on that bench. I remember sitting by that tree. You know, I just remember everything. And just walking past the students. It was some students throwing rocks at each other. It was just like, geez Louise. This is high school. But anyway, they even thought I was a principal at one point. They were like, principal on the way. I was like, oh, yeah. Or admin. I was like, no, I'm just trying to get to the school. So I yanked on that door. And like I mentioned, COVID, you got to ring this doorbell these days. They got to see your face. They're not letting anybody in. But thankfully, a parent was right there. She just let me in. She was like, come on in, honey. I was like, thank you. Because this is the first school I've been in all day. So she lets me in. And I see the counselor office. I'm just yanking on the door like, ah. And I see the counselor information at least. So I see her email and everything. So I was taking a picture. And voila, the counselor walks out. She's like, how can I help you? I was like, hey, how you doing? I introduced myself. I am Tess. I'm a local motivational speaker. And I actually graduated from the school. She was like, well, welcome back to you. And I gave her my EPK. And I asked her for her information so we can have some type of conversation. And she was like, yes, I'm going to get this in front of the assistant principal and the principal because they are ultimately the ones that make this decision. So that was really, really good. And so I leave there and I was like, I'm going to go to one more school since I did not get into the other school, right? I was like, I'm going to go to one more school. And then finally, as I'm driving, I was like, I see one car is holding up traffic for a long time. We trying to go straight, and this one car's turning left, and I realized, oh, that's an academy. Grades 9 through 12. Turn the signal on. Turned into that school, parked real quick. Thankfully for academies, I realized it's a little different rules. It's not so locked down like public schools are. And I walked into there. They're like, hey, how can I help you? I was like, oh, that was so sweet, because I haven't been able to get no type of warmth all day. I've been outside in the cold, which is okay because I understand. I'm trying to make my dreams come to life. And I gave her my information. I got her information. She was like, yes, we actually have been looking for speakers to start a virtual series, and we need it. I was like, yes. And then thankfully I went to another middle school, gave the secretary, once again, outside, my information, which was awesome. And the last school that I went to, so instead of going to 5 places, y'all, I went to 7. I went to 7 places. And the last school I went to, I had a lady come outside, and she was thankfully very, very friendly. I gave her, she wanted 2 copies of my EPK. And I want to show it again to y'all. I'm going to post a picture of it too. But she wanted 2 copies of the EPK. I was like, okay. She was like, I got to get to this department and to another department. And she told me the number to call and when. And I tried to give her my cupcake. She was like, COVID. But it's all right. It's okay, because that allowed me to give it to somebody else. So good news is I actually got rid of all my cupcakes. All 5 of them, y'all, gone. I had 5 4-pack cupcakes. So we got it, we did it. And I just want this video to be motivation for anybody just trying to push their product, push that goal. All right, you got to get out there, because I heard it the other day, you're a secret. You know you're dope, but everybody else don't. So it's up to you to push it. Anybody familiar with Fetty Wap? Yeah, baby, Trap Queen, so many other songs. But so many rappers have the story where they're used to selling DVDs outside of a store. And now he's one of the top rappers. He had sold millions of records. So we got to get on the ground first, y'all. We got to make sure we're pushing to these schools. We got to make sure we're handing out our information. It may seem like, dang, is it really worth it? But guess what? You getting the word out about you, who else gonna do it? Who else gonna do it? Until you got a team, who else gonna do it? So I need you to see this. I need you to understand that it's not gonna be easy. Doors are gonna be closed, but guess what? Nobody can close your door of excellence. Nobody can close your door of success. Only you can. So even though I yanked off so many doors and they were closed, I kept going. I kept it up. You know, I'm on the road, because I will be the best motivational speaker that has ever touched the stage. I'm here to make impact. And I know that's not gonna be easy. So I just want to make sure I share this video with you all on my journey. So far, I have about 7 schools to follow up with. That's another thing. Your follow-up game has to be amazing. Because even though I did this, now I'm gonna follow up with everybody. I got their emails. I got business cards. I got pamphlets with everybody's email on it. So there's a lot of work that we have to put in to make our goals come true. And there's a book called Think and Grow Rich. If you have a plan after your idea, because it all starts in your mind. If you have an idea, right, that's amazing. But if you can outline a plan to actually execute that idea, that's something serious right there, beautiful people. So I need you to figure out what it is inside of you that makes you just, I feel good. It's like your purpose. That's that idea. And then I need you to put in daily work, even if it's imagining that goal, or meditating, just making sure you understand what your calling is. And then after that, you gotta make sure you have a plan to execute. So I'm gonna keep everybody posted on how everything goes at these schools. We out here, y'all. More videos to come. Make sure to subscribe. Much love.